welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be filming for you all a what is on my iPhone 6s for 2018. So this video is a collab with a lovely girl called Liv from Aloha Liv on YouTube. She's literally amazing at YouTube. She's just so nice in general as well. And she also runs her own brand called Aloha Glitz Cosmetics, which is amazing. So without further ado, let's just get on with the video. So I have the iPhone 6s in rose gold. I literally love it so much. So my home screen and lock screen background are both the exact same. It's just this collage I made of some of me and my friends and family and my dog, and there's Ariana Grande on there as well. So I'm going to start off with the bottom apps, which are my most used apps. So the first one I have is Snapchat. I use Snapchat all the time, but I'm afraid you can't go and add me on it just because it's personal and I don't really like people knowing my Snapchat. I then have phone and messages, which are just apps that come with the iPhone, and I have Instagram, which you can follow me on. It's at ig.lilyx. I'm always active on here, and this is where I post literally all my updates and everything of what's happening with my channel and stuff. This is like my theme. It's very messy and I don't really have a theme. It's just all over the place really. The first folder I have is called Boring. It's just got like all of the apps that come with the phone that I don't use. My next folder is called Social, and it's got some like my favourite social media apps in. So we have YouTube, which is really self-explanatory because you're watching it right now. But if you don't know what it is, then it's basically people make videos and they upload it for you guys to watch. I then have Apple Music, and this is where I listen to my music on. I have a bunch of playlists, and that's basically it, and this is like all the songs I have. This is more the albums, and then there's a bunch of songs as well. Then have Twitter, which I love, and I don't really like tweet anything. I just like retweet stuff. Sometimes I'll tweet like when my video goes up, but I just look through it and retweet stuff, and then sometimes I'll tweet stuff as I've already said. But it's LilyMXC05 if you want to go and follow it. I then have House Party, which I'm not going to go on to just because it's got like all my internet friends on it. I then have Pinterest, which is basically an app where you can like look through a bunch of like pictures, and you can pin it, and you can go onto your boards and you can like look through your boards, and it's basically like an inspiration sort of app. My next app I have is Backstage, which is basically what I use to like look at celebrity sort of like backstage things. So I mainly use Ariana Grande and Little Mix, but you can basically get like a bunch of Ariana updates, and you can play like trivias. You can get her merch on here, and it's frozen. Sometimes it freezes, it's so annoying. But yeah, you can do all sorts of stuff on there. I definitely recommend the app. My next folder is called Productivity, and there's just a bunch of like apps that come with the iPhone again that I use more often than the ones in the Boring folder. I then have a folder called Games. I'm not going to go through these because they're really like simple games and they're not very interesting. So we have Rider, Dunk Hoop, Spikes, Block Hexa, Kahoot and Magic Piano. I then have a folder called Photo and Video. In here is just a bunch of like photo editing and video editing sort of apps. So the first one I have is the SEO Cam, which is how I edit my Instagram pictures. I love this app so much, and it's such a good app. Like you can do so much. You can like do the exposure, contrast, highlights. You can do so much and just edit your pictures and make them look really nice. Then have Camera, which just comes with the phone. It's just so you can take pictures. And I have Live Counts, which is basically a live subscriber tracker / counter. And you basically put in your channel. So we are currently on 704, which is crazy. I then have YouTube Studio, and if you're a YouTuber, I highly recommend you get this app because it's so helpful. You can like track how many subscribers you've got, you can check through all your analytics, you can look how well your videos are doing, you can also reply to comments on here. And yeah, I just really recommend it if you're a YouTuber. And then I have Fonto, which is how I make my thumbnails. If you want a whole video on how I film and edit my videos and make my thumbnails, then I can film that for you if you want. My next folder is called Life, and this is just like a bunch of lifestyle apps. Half of these apps I don't really use. The first one I have is Parent Mail. I can't actually go on that because it's got like my school name and everything on it, but it's basically so I can get like emails from my school. And then I have Countdown Plus, which is to count down to events, and this is like all the events that are happening this year. And then I have Met Office, which is the weather app. I then have Dropbox, which is basically so I can put all my photos on there, so I have more storage on my phone. To be honest, it doesn't really help, but I mean, it's better than nothing. I then have Timetable, which is basically so I can see like my different timetable and what lessons I've got on that day. So when I go back, I have English, Maths, PE, Tech and Science. And then I have Google Translate, which is basically so you can translate from one language to another, and it's a really good app for my Spanish homework. I then have Rightmove, which I don't really know why I have it because we're not looking at moving house at all yet. But I just like looking at different houses and see what ones are nice and like get inspiration from looking inside the rooms and everything. I then have Shazam, which is also a really good app. If you want to know like what song is playing, then you basically touch the Shazam button and it will listen to the song and tell you what song is on. And the last app I have on here is Sky News, to just catch up with the news basically and see what's going on in the world basically. And literally it's all like snow related. And the last folder I have is called Shopping, and it's basically really self-explanatory. It's just got a bunch of like shopping apps. They're all like clothing shops other than this one here, which is Beauty Bay, but there's Pretty Little Thing, Topshop, New Look, Zaful, Beauty Bay, Misguided, Urban Outfitters and Shein. I recommend all of them, so yeah. And the last app on my phone is FaceTime, which obviously comes with the phone. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button down below and click the notification bell while you're there to get notified every time I upload a video. And also make sure you're following all my social medias because I'm so active on them, and like I want you guys to know all the updates about everything happening on YouTube because I post it all on my Instagram stories, all like my different updates of what's happening. So yeah, bye guys.